Well, it's a rarity where I get to announce this, but I think what's up next is aesthetics.
It's unbelievable when you sent me the text, like when you had the idea. You said it yesterday. We got to do a podcast tomorrow. I've got a bunch of ideas, including an aesthetics segment. So
I don't even I folks, I just want to point something out. I never phrase it as aesthetics. I said there's a funny San Francisco Giants cap story. Now I know
yeah,
what's going to happen next.
I put it in.
I know when Smitty sends me an outline for what he thinks the show should look like, it's going to say aesthetics on it.
In
So
all caps
it
always
is all caps.
because it's obnoxious.
So there's a couple of new era faux pas that
Yeah.
have occurred over the last couple weeks. On February 3rd, at the store online, the San Francisco Giants released their spring training caps. And there's a trucker cap on there. Unfortunately, the patch on the side wasn't for Arizona, it was for Florida baseball.
Grapefruit League instead of the Cactus League.
That's right. It
That's
had the
fucking hilarious.
Grapefruit League patch on it. It's since been fixed and whatever. It's been corrected, but I think those hats are going to be slightly delayed because.
Or is that a collector's item now? Can you get your hands on one of those?
Maybe it could be. Yeah, it could be the. Don't you remember the year the Giants played in the Grapefruit League?
That's pretty bad. You wonder how that gets through quality control.
Yeah. Speaking of getting through quality control, I find this one to be. I don't know. I was unaware of this situation, but just yesterday, the St. Patrick's Day spring training caps are released because, of course, St. Patrick's Day takes place every year in the middle of spring training.
Coming up.
Not everyone has a halfway to St. Patrick's Day party like the White Sox have. So
they should.
They have released the spring training St. Patrick's Day cap, and there is a 4-leaf clover on it. Now, apparently, this is news to me. The 4-leaf clover is not representative of St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
The actual St. Patrick's clover only has 3 leaves on it. So
yeah, a shamrock is yes. 3, but a 4-leaf clover is, I mean, that's the lucky thing.
Yes.
So I guess I could see how someone could make that error, but that's pretty bad when you don't. I mean, if you're going to all this trouble to manufacture an actual hat that you haven't done the research to know what the fuck you're putting on there. That's pretty good.
While you'll get a lucky hat, you won't have a shamrock.
So did they like rescind those? Are they replacing them, or how is that happening?
I do not see any rescinding occurring because I think they're done.
Okay.
Ready to ship. I don't know.
We can get our hands on a 4-leaf clover hat.
I checked again this morning to see if there was any word from New Era regarding it, and there is not. So I think it's going to be, you get that cap and you wear it to the game and your team always wins because you got the lucky clover on it.
Wow, rough start to the season for New Era. I think they're getting their head over their skis a little bit over there.
Yeah, I think they're taking over for Nike this year with the uniforms. There has to be some sort of blunder,
Yeah, we did not talk about that. We talked about it last year, but they decided midway through the season last year, they're going back to the original template and not the most ridiculous, cheap-looking uniforms they had last year. So when you see your team out there, they'll be back to their original glory and a reasonable, professional-looking uniform that we've grown accustomed to. Last year was just such an embarrassing debacle they look like giveaway jerseys with tiny nameplates in the back and
ridiculous.
It's like iron on logos instead of stitched in. It was just the players could not adjust their pants at all. They couldn't be perfectly tailored to their body as a lot of players want, especially pitchers. That was a difficult proposition. They've remedied all that. So that's actually the biggest aesthetic news for this year to kick off this year is that they're actually come to their senses and put together a decent looking uniform again for everybody.
I'm going to miss the see-through pants though.
I forgot about the see-through pants. Oh,
those are such a nice touch.
Jesus Christ. Oh, and they were falling apart too. Like Riley Green slid into home base and almost lost his pants completely because they just shredded completely. So we don't have that to look forward to anymore, but oh well. So yeah, Congratulations on your first aesthetic segment of the year, our second of the year. So we're going strong already.
Yeah. Kicking a year off with a bang. We'll see if there's enough to get us back here next week, though, right?
Yeah.
Word Hole Media.